you took over a show. Yeah, you really did. Get out of here. Oh, here we go.
This is Drew, and this is Ricky, and this is the Skate Corner. And we have a clip for you to watch right now. So there we go. Now that was Ricky, aka Ninth Wonder, of the infamous JV boot camp. And I have a few questions for you while you're here.
All right.
How long have you been skating for?
Man, I've been skating since. Well, let me ask you this: the style of JB, or actually just putting skates on my feet?
Period.
I've been skating since I was 10 years old. 10 years old.
How long is that?
Let's just say that was some time ago. Let's just say that was some time ago. But honestly, that was 21 years ago.
21 years ago.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what got you started skating?
Two influences. I had one, that was my cousin, Alfred Majestic Golf, God rest his soul. That was my cousin. He used to be on the Crofton speed team that's just racing around the rink and stuff like that. And then I had another cousin that I just recently found out I was related to me. Eric Johnson. He skated at the same rink actually, and just once I seen what they was doing, I was like, man, I want to do that. I want to do that. You know what I mean? And plus, not only that, it just keeps you out of trouble.
True. And since you was talking about styles, what was your first style that you did?
Whew. First style I did was
actually. Let's talk about styles first, because many people probably don't even know what styles is. Can you explain that to them?
All right. I'm gonna just say, off the top of my head, I might miss out on a style, but we're gonna start from New York. You have the New York and New Jersey, and the Virginia type of style. It's like disco style, you know, joining hands and stuff like that, and doing all types of tricks around the rink. They really skate in a train, you know, and just doing all types of maneuver. They do a maneuver called the figure eight, where they actually skate in a figure of 8. Other style you have a brand new style called slow walking. Basically, you know, you just basically slow walking around the rink. I mean, it's when you have a nice majority amount of people doing it, and it's at a real energetic party. I think that style really shows its true presence, but you just can't doing it going to your local Sunday night kids rink. You know, they're gonna be like, "What is that guy doing?" You know what I mean? But I say the next style will be the DC, Maryland style, which is the local style, the state we live in now. You basically going off, snapping your fingers. That's basically you just going off the beat of the song. You know, that style also. You skate in a train, or you can also skate by yourself. Depending on how you skate, you can make yourself look that. You can make that style look like, you know, better by yourself, or you can make the style look better skating in a train. You know, it's all about your groove on how you skate. The next style I would have to say would have to be the JB style. You know what I mean?
What are those?
These are Betty Hyde boots. These are a vintage boot. You know what I mean? They are beat up right now. You know, I put a lot of miles on them, but these are my babies. Let's just say they older than me. This boot is older than me. Yeah, the JB style is basically just, you know, footwork. you stepping, we skate to
Like
the
Detroit stepping, Chicago stepping.
no, Chicago stepping. Skate to James Brown music. What you just heard is like a remix of
By
James Brian, Mr. B Dash himself. You know what I mean?
Does he skate?
Does he skate? Yes, he does. A lot of the producers, a lot of people that make the Chicago tracks, they do skate. Actually, a lot of producers in all of the styles, they all skate, honestly, because that's where it starts. You know what I mean? That's where it starts. I'm going to have to say what else. I don't really know too much about the Cali style. I mean, I think you could tell that. I mean, Drew skates himself.
I do know a little about
He knows a lot.
Cali. I think Cali is more of like, I think it's a mix of like their style, because their boots, they're not exactly like this. They use like actual shoes.
Stacey Adams.
So yeah, Stacey Adams, or just any. Sometimes I see some Jordans. Sometimes.
Yeah,
or
actually,
Gucci's.
I would have to say that Cali is like the one place where you can probably go somewhere and go to a skating rink and you'll see like she got Kevin Durant's on, she got Adidas on. You'll see those on a pair of skates. You know what I mean? I done seen Chuck Taylors. I done seen Timberland boots.
Chuck Taylors.
Yeah, I done seen it all. I mean, high heel female Timberland boots. I done seen it all. I mean, so if you can put a plate on a dress, I done seen high heels.
I don't know why'd you do that.
Yeah, I done seen high heels on skates. But if you can put a plate, that is basically the bottom of this boot right here. If you can put a plate on the bottom of a shoe, you basically have a skate.
Yeah.
You basically have a skate.
And also, their wheels that they use is usually really very, very small, very, very small
Things
wheels.
small.
And they're so small that since the wood of the floor outweighs the wheel, they slide long distances.
Yes.
So
Yes,
yeah,
they
that's
really
one
do.
thing.
They really do.
What about Atlanta? Do you think they have any styles?
Atlanta, I don't really know the history on it to speak on it. If anybody wants to know about the Atlanta skate style, I would recommend my man Sean Dillard.
Yeah. He was in ATL.
Yeah, he was in
movie.
ATL, and he represents the state of Atlanta. Oh, excuse me. And that style of skating to the highest degree. I swear to you, if you really would like to know anything about Atlanta, you can go to Facebook and type his name is Sean Dillard. That man, I can't even put it in words what that man did for the state of Atlanta. And honestly, the love that he has for his family and skating and his skate crew, because he has his own skate crew.
You know him?
Yes, I do. Personally, yes, I do.
How'd you meet him?
Actually, going to this party in Atlanta, the
What a
skate-a-thon, a skate party. It's basically like a house party. What you do is go to a skating rink. After, I would say after the kiddie time, the kiddie session from 7 to 11, everybody thinks the skating rink is closing. No, the skating rink is just now starting. Skate parties for adults start from average 10:59 to, I would say, no, go later than that. What's the sunrise session in Jersey? That ends at 7 in the morning. And they feed you breakfast. You can go there with a sleeping bag and a pillow and go in the corner of the rink. They're not gonna kick you out because the party starts at 10 and ends at 7. But a skate party, you can have up to, I done seen almost probably 10 DJs at one party. They all just line up, get the mixing, and everybody gets on the floor and skate like they regular, like you would do at a party. But when I met Sean, I was going to Atlanta, and he was skating, and everybody was like, this is when his crew was at its maximum capacity, and this is when skating was at its highest level, because you had ATL out, and then you had roll bounce out, and everybody was, I'm gonna get back into skating, I'm gonna get back into skating, you know what I mean? But when I went to that party, I want to say Sean had about probably 20 to 30 people in his group, and they was in a line. It was a line of 2, and they was just going down. I mean, stomping, putting the skate on the wall. I mean, they was skating on like where you sitting down at. They were hot on the floor, and then just do their little steps, get back on the floor. They'd be doing flips, holding each other up, and while they, man, it's they style's outrageous. Outrageous.
That's good.
Outrageous. I mean, but if you really would like to know about the style for Atlanta and to know the history about the skating style of Atlanta, I think you should go to Facebook and look up my man Sean Dillard, or you can go to YouTube and type in SOS Skate Crew, Sick on Skates Skate Crew.
Since you're talking about Atlanta, you're talking about skate parties. How do you feel the skate community is nowadays? You think that it's the same back when you first started skating, or you feel like it changed for the better or good? I mean, better or worse?
Better or worse? This is a kind of iffy topic because a lot of people still talk about it. In my personal opinion, I would have to put skating as just like everything else. Everything else evolves: music, sports, style, everything. You know what I mean? Cars, everything evolves. I think when everybody's getting into something, everybody's, happy-go-lucky, do it over. Oh, this is the best experience I had in my life. I'm going to do whatever I want to do, you know what I mean? I'm going to go skate and go to this party and go to this party. Everybody, it's the fulfillment of their life, you know what I mean? But as time goes on, you start to see things, you start to hear things. You hanging with one person 1 minute, then you cut them off the next. You know what I mean? It's like you just go through your roller coaster just like you do with life. You know what I mean? So I would say, in my personal opinion, it's gotten worse because now we've lost attention from skating and enjoying what we want to do to let's make the quickest buck. It's all about money. You know what I mean?
Talking about the people that host the parties and the rinks.
I'm talking about everybody across the board.
Everybody.
Yeah, I mean, because if you skate, you're a part of it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if you skate, you're a part of it. So, I mean, I kind of shun away from the big headlining parties. I like going to parties, you know what I mean, that I like to go and have fun. I'm going to skate. I don't want to go to a party just to sit still. You know what I mean? Like, I want to go to a party to skate. And a lot of these parties are getting to the point where as though a lot of people are not paying their rent to their house, to their bills. I done seen people, I'm gonna have to drop my kids off with my grandma for a couple weeks because I ain't got enough money because I'm trying to go to this party. I mean, skating is that serious to some people, but I think it's really gotten worse. I think we really need to go back to the history and why we started skating. Everybody needs to go back to why we started skating. That's my personal opinion.
And since you was talking about that, and I know that you do two styles, you snap and you JB. Which one do you think makes you more happy and, makes you more excited and want to skate?
That's kind of like a 50-50 question because I like JBing because if anybody knows me personally outside of the skating world, I like standing out front of the next. You know what I mean? That's how people see you shine. If you blending in, people will recognize you. Oh yeah, he does that because of the one certain move. But if I do something because I do a lot of things different from what everybody else is doing, maybe I'm gonna stand out a little bit more. I like the JB style. It is different. It's very much difficult if you really put your time and effort into it, and you know about that. You know what I mean? So, I like the DC. Actually, I can't even say I love the DC Maryland style because number one, that's where I started skating from. A lot of my home team, a lot of my home supporters that support me and yourself are here, and you can't forget where you came from.
Or anything?
Yeah, I was in a group. Once I started it with my man Glenford Nunez and my man Scott. It was called Above Average. We actually still hear our song that we created, my man Scott. Yeah, I haven't heard it in a while, but it still get played. It still gets played. It's called Above Average. We was out of Baltimore, Maryland, and that was a full 100% snap, DC Maryland snap group. We didn't have any mixture styles. Yeah, so once that group, I kind of took that as the group to learn the ropes about skating, networking, people, you know what I mean, stuff like that. where the rinks was at and stuff like that. You know, just get my name out there and getting the group's name out there as well.
And you're also in JB Boot Camp.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right now. And how do you like that group? Do you like it more than above average, or do you think that it's the same? Or what do you think?
It's definitely different because above average, I had more control because I was part founder of the group. This group, I am a member / recruiter. So it's like, you know, I got a little bit of pull, but at the same time, I just want to skate. It's not about what we wearing and what we doing. I just want to skate. I like to skate. You know, I like to skate.
Yeah. So, how do you think that, do you think that JBing and snapping come together, or do you think that they're separate in a way?
I would say they cousins. I would say they cousins.
So they're about the same?
They're about the same
Okay.
because, number one, we skate to the same music, same tempo. You know what I mean? It's around the same tempo. We get love from the same too because, number one, both of the styles are smooth. They can be aggressive, you know what I mean? Like I said when you asked me earlier, it's all about how you incorporate the style to your critique, you see what I'm saying? So I think they cousins. You know what I mean? Like I said, we skate to the same beat, we get to the same, it's kind of the same atmosphere, and honestly, when you have a snapper either goes to JB because they're located, because you know they're around the same, you know what I mean, the same preference. So I think a JB like Nicole. Nicole, she's from Chicago, but when she got here, she don't want a JB no more. She wants to snap, you know what I mean? And it's easy for her to make that transition because we're skating to the same music.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there.
All right.
I just thank you guys for tuning in, and we're about to pause so that he can start skating and show you guys a little bit of what he knows and what he got. Thank you for tuning in.
Take my insulin shot first.
Hey, what's up? This is Drew, and this is Ricky. And he's about to perform for us some moves, some JB moves, I think. Yeah, some JB moves, like I was saying, and you can go ahead right now and start for us. Music. This is called the cross step, or barrel spin. And this is, the barrel spin, like I was saying, but just in another form, where he's holding his balance. Cross step, or a kick out. And the music that you're hearing right now is another JB skater / producer named T-Rail, DJ T-Rail. He's also a DJ. Crip walking. We're not crip walking because we don't do those type of things. Okay, side to side. From the top. Okay, some footwork. This is also stepping, but people call it JB moves, or you can make it into a routine if you want to. Okay. If you guys have seen roll bounce, you've seen people do this. And then he's doing into a low spin. This floor is kind of slippery.
Yes, it is.
And watch out for the edge. Okay. So yeah, I thank you. Well, you can keep going if you want to. Keep going? All right. You can. Okay. So yeah, who is this again? Who are you?
My name is Ricky. You can call me on YouTube, Ninth Wonder.
And I am Drew. R.I.P. to Rich City, and I thank you guys for watching. Tune in next time.